Test, 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 test. This thing on? I don't know. Alright, let me adjust my volume. Shout out to anyone in the chat. I know it's weird. I got a reverb going in my ear, so I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Anyways, shout out to the people that are showing up after all this time. All right. I was sitting around this morning having my coffee, thinking about what I was gonna do today, and I was like, let's see what the virtual tap houses is going on. So I haven't looked at it in a few months. Looks like I have over 200 subscribers right now, which is awesome. And I've had all this time to. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts with the reverb. Anyways, I had all this time to do some research and get my act together, and well, it's looking like Illinois is heading towards another lockdown, and so I decided to revive the virtual chat house. So let me get a few things going right now, and get underway with this test stream. All right, folks, got the camera up and running. I'm gonna definitely have to work on my audio because it is driving me nuts right now. It's like I'm talking and then 2 seconds later it's spouting off in my ear. Anyways, thanks for those who showed up when the alert went out. I know it's been quite a while. I got burnt out. I did 15 virtual tap house events and almost in a row, and I was spending my Sundays, which were basically my only day off, doing this. I enjoyed doing it. I just got burnt out. So I think I'm going to revive it. I'm going to start with 4 from the fridge. That might be a little too ambitious today because I'm not sure if I'm in the drinking mood. Believe it or not, called Guinness. I mean, called Ripley's. Believe it or not. So let's start this off. I picked 4 beers randomly out of my fridge, and I'm not sure how old they are. Some are fresh, some are old. It's just a big mixture. And I'm gonna taste them and give you a review on them. See what we got here. Start with the first one. Alright, and disclosure or disclaimer. This is my opinion on these beers. It's not meant to hurt anyone's business. What I like, you might hate. What you hate, I might like. So, ooh, this looks like my camera is jacked up. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I can get this started again. But you have to keep an eye on that one. So, anyways, we'll start out with Anderson Valley Brewing Company, Briny Melon goes beer brewed with natural flavor. I'm love sours, so I should love this one. I don't ever remember drinking this one before, so here, let me show you what we got. I know from the store we sell quite a bit of this, but let's see what we got going. But anyways, what a better way to spend your Sunday than getting torn up with me. Right. Camera puts a hue on this, like a red hue, but it really isn't. So I gotta mess with my colors. Like I said, test stream. So hold on a second. And I can smell the melon on this already. Kind of like a sweet melon. It's really like a golden straw color. What a nice head. First thoughts. Salt. I guess where the briny comes from. But yeah, very, very salty. But now tart, it's getting in the back of my mouth. Very light. Let's see what. Well, I am on Untapped. For those of you that aren't familiar with it, it's a website that it's like a social website where you can rate beers. Throw me a friend request if you guys think about it. It's the Pit Boss, the THE_Pit Boss, PITBOSS. I've been using it on and off for the last 5 or 6 years. So it sounds like I'm loaded already, but it's this delay in my ear that's making my voice off. Anyways, 4.2% ABV, which puts it in the sessionable category, which is under 5%, I think. 12 IBU, not bitter at all. But man, the salt, I don't know if I could do this. Do a full can of this. See how old this is. There's really no date on the bottom of this. There's a code. I'm sure they can figure out what the date is, but it's relatively new. So shout out to anyone watching. Thank you for showing up. Can you guys hear me? Test, 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 test. So, I got this background noise, of like a bar or restaurant going on. I wanted to play music, but out of all the streaming services, YouTube is the hardest on DCMA, I think it's called. It's like copyright infringement on music. So I don't want to get in bad standing with them right away. So I just threw this on in the background. Let me know if it's too loud also. I want to work out a few things on here and get the stream up and running and being tight. So I'm not gonna choke this down because it's actually growing on me, but man, I'm not a big salty person. I don't like salt on my food or anything like that. So I think that's why this briny melon goza is going down slow. Got where Anderson Valley's from. Boonville, California. It's a regional brewery. So I'm gonna finish this beer and then I'll give you my rate and thoughts on it. I know it's relatively inexpensive for a 6-pack. It's relatively easy to get. I think a 6-pack runs about $9.99 in this area, and I think it is a year-round brew for them. If not, it's a good portion of the year. Let's see. On Untapped, 94,000 people have rated this beer. Let's see this. So I'm drinking out of a glass from the Forge. I did not steal it. JD, the owner, gave it to me. So shout out to JD and the Forge. They have a brew house in DeKalb, Illinois, and they have a restaurant tap room in Sycamore, Illinois. Their local favorite. Let's start thinking about going on to the next one. Alright, so Untapped gives them an average of 3.77. So for me, Untapped, anything over 3.5, I like to bring into the store and put it on the shelves. because that's a respectable beer. It's gonna sell. Anything 4.0 or higher, I go out of my way to look for and grab it. Um, so 3.77's respectable. I would give this, honestly, 3.75 in my rating, and I will rate it after the show. But it's spot on. It's a good beer. It's inexpensive as craft beers are concerned, and I like it. It grew on me, but the salt, no. That's what ruins it for me. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Many people recognize this little character. This is Little Beaver Brewing, Bloomington, Illinois. And this is their beer called Weissig. It's a German style Hefeweizen ale. So I've had this many times before, and it reminds me of banana bread. So let's give this a pour. So I'm spilling it all over. This I can drink all day. Grab a towel so it doesn't get on my computer. Alright. A little bit darker than the straw color of the last one. Head dissipating pretty fast. Smells like banana bread. I'm telling you, this thing is delicious. This can has no visible dating on it. These come in a 4-pack, 16-ounce cans. This is relatively fresh within the last 3 months because I remember buying it. And Little Beaver Brewing has grown to become one of my favorite breweries. I have yet to have a beer from them that disagreed with me. Alright, so let's get some stats on it for you. Just the Hefeweizen smell is awesome. Weissig. Okay, Little Baby Brewing, Bloomington Normal. They've had 752 ratings on this beer. 5% ABV, there's no IBU listed, and see if some of my friends in this or rated it. None of my friends have rated this so far. That's very odd. Like I said, I can drink this all day. Very smooth. Banana breadies. Keep on going back to that. I think I've told this story before, but I met the brewer of this first time at Microphones Smells Like a Beer Fest 2-3 years ago. Everything's time wise just thrown off. Because of COVID. But when I tasted a beer from them called Lord of the Peach Rings, and I have never tasted anything like that before. The flavors were incredible, and I got hooked, stuck around their tap during the whole fest, and drank that all the time. And I probably bugged the hell out of the brewer, but I got his number. Called him for 3 months straight. Finally, he was like, okay, I'll deliver to you guys. And they've been a big seller ever since. So for me, I would rate this beer 4.0, solid 4.0. The average on the Untapped is 3.72, still respectable, but I would go out of my way to find a fresh 4-pack of this if I had a taste for it. This is also around $9.99 for a 4-pack of 16 ounces. Sorry, my buddy's texting me. Keeps on catching my eye. So, but this is delicious. So, I'm going to try doing the virtual tap house every Sunday via either pour from the fridge or doing virtual tastings at local breweries. Uh, Last year we did a couple distilleries, which was awesome. You guys got any suggestions, requests, comments, questions, concerns? Just reach out to me. I'm very approachable, and I'm always looking for ideas on how to better this stream. It's like a race. Let's see what else we got. So, when I started at my job where I'm at right now, I think I'm going on 6-7 years now. I got the fever, started grabbing like limited release beers as soon as they showed up. I always had to have one, and just bought them, shoved them in my cellar. So now a lot of them are coming on that 4, 5, 6 year anniversary, and I gotta burn through them because uh, the flavors start to fall off. And most of them are like 4 or 5. sometimes 6 if you're lucky. And I would hate to think I wasted all that money. So I've been burning through them with friends, customers that come over to the house. I go, hey, let's go see what's in the cellar. And I got one that we're going to try later on. So let's go to the third one. This one was brought to me by a coworker. This is a brewery in Iowa, I believe. It's called Millstream Brewing. It's called Backroads Stout. Stouts are my favorite beer. I'll drink a stout all year long. Even though the season's like in the wintertime, fall, wintertime. So, the stout, it's not that motor oil consistency. It's a very thin. But let's check out some. Stats on it. Okay. Backroads Stout. Let's see, brewing. Let's see where these guys are out of. It's got our Amanda, Iowa. So 6.7 ABV, 22 IBU. I like IBU is like the bitterness of the beer, and I like a low bitterness. I don't. I mess with the IPAs, double IPAs, and whatnot, but they have to be fresh. Not to be a snob or anything like that, but it's a different beer when it hasn't been sitting around. When it's been sitting around, it gets this taste that it just doesn't agree with me. Ooh, caramely, chocolate, malt. The smell, it's got a lot going for it. A lot of caramel to it. A little bit of baker's chocolate, kind of like that bitter chocolate. Malty. Not very thick, but thicker than like a porter. This is good. This is really good. Let's check some stats on it. Okay, this is an oatmeal stout. So for me, when oatmeal's added, it takes on a creamier texture when you're drinking it, or when I'm drinking it. This beer has been rated over 12,000 times. It's 6.7 ABV, like I said, 22 IBU. So this is like your average beer is around 5%. This is like a mini kick in the pants. So 2 or 3 of these, and I would not be going anywhere anytime soon. Um, it's not as heavy as a lot of stouts that I drink. So I could probably have like 2 of these and not be full. But it doesn't have the consistency of a lot of stouts that are out there. It's almost like a heavy porter or brown ale to me. It's opening up a little bit as it gets warm. This one I pulled out of the fridge. Um, the next stout that I'm going to do is cellar temperature, which is like how I like to drink most of my stouts. So, in the comments, people, let me know what your favorite beers are. You have any critique on my stream? Let me know. Like I said, I'm just swatting off the cobwebs and trying to get back in the swing of things. And hope the stream's coming through nice and clear and sound wise and video wise. Um, this mic thing is driving me nuts, but I'll deal with it. All right. So on Untapped, I would rate this a 3.6. It's good. It's not incredible, but it's got a lot of flavor. I wish the taste came through like this smell did. It had a lot going on in the smell, but when it came down to the tasting, it kind of crapped out. And this beer is relatively fresh too, so it's no more than 3 months old. All right, we will go to our last one. All right, this up real quick. Okay, this is a stout from Penrose Brewing. They're out of Geneva, Illinois. A little brewery off the beaten path. Let's see. This has a date on the bottom. It was packaged January 17th, 2019. So about a year and a half old. And it's called the Samoa Stout. It's a pastry stout brewed with toasted coconut and vanilla. I would expect some of the flavors to fall off, but I mean, this is a prime drink for the age. 11.5%. Now this is a kick in the pantaloons. All right. So small stout. This is an imperial or a double. A little bit thicker than the last one. Still not that motor oil consistency. Very thin brown head that dissipates real quick. But oh my god, I could smell the barrel on that. Well, the alcohol. This isn't barrel aged, but the alcohol I could smell without even tasting it. I think that's all that's coming through. Maybe a hint of coconut, but wow, this is gonna be hot. 1100 ratings on this, 11.5% ABV, no IBU, and well, let's get to drinking it. I would venture to say 90% of the toasted coconut has fallen off. There is maybe a hint of it, and a hint of vanilla. All the flavors seem to have fallen off. This did not fare well with time. That's a shame. I had a high expectations for this. The coconut that's left kind of leaves a coating in the mouth. It's weird. There, it's coming with the taste after taste. It's kind of building up, but yeah, all the coconut fell off. It's not as hot as it smells. It's very palatable, but I know after this half glass, it's gonna kick me in the pants. Four was ambitious, especially with this monster at the end. So I've been to Penrose before. It's a nice little off the beaten path. Um, they used to have a sour fest every summer, but then COVID hit. I hope that comes back because when they started having it, I really wasn't into sours like I am now. So I would think I'd appreciate it a lot more if it did make an appearance again. But they come out with a lot of IPAs um, that are that are very popular among the customers. A little bit pricey, but I guess that's what good beer costs nowadays. So let me finish it up. We'll mark this test stream in the books, and we will go on from there and keep on improving. Wow. Hold on, I gotta take a quick break or simulative break. And let me see how my intermission stream goes. Ooh, we're back to this. Uh, I guess on my stream ending, I forgot to put a lead for my mic. So, um, anyways, thanks for taking time out of your Sunday to watch what was going on. Um, like I said, it's been a long break. I am going to try to get back in the swing of things. This is just a test run, and I figured out a few things I got to work out before I start hitting it again. But I will be back next Sunday, 2 or 3 o'clock Central. I'd appreciate it if you stopped on by and said hi. Um, we'll have, I don't know if I could do 4 till I get rolling again, but we will try. So, thanks again, and I'll be signing out. Let me run my stream ending sign, and we'll talk to you folks soon. Thanks again for spending your time with me.